Hi, today I'm going to talk to you about our new portable remote control electric clothes dryer. It's a heater, rack, wardrobe, machine, whatever. You've probably seen them online. Um, Basically what it is it's a regular clothes rack basically with a covering and a small electric heater on the bottom. Now we have the one that is the 1000 watt. Before I purchased this, I read a bunch of different reviews. I will show you how it works. I do have some clothes in ours now. These things do take forever to dry. I read some comments and reviews where they said, oh, it'll dry in 45 minutes. That is absolutely wrong. These things take hours, literally hours to dry. If you can, it'd be much quicker putting your clothes outside on a clothesline. The reason we purchased this is because with winter coming, I live here in Montana. We've already had snow on the ground a couple times this year, and it's only October 15th, and it's getting much colder, especially during the night. The days are getting shorter, so we purchased one of these. Now, I do have clothes in ours. I washed clothes at 7 o'clock this morning, so basically by 7:30, I don't know, 8:30, the clothes are basically done and in the dryer. I will show you the dryer. I do not have all the clothes I washed in there because, well, it only holds so much. And this is not hard to use. It's not hard to put together, but you have to make sure you put it together right, or the wheels will not stay on. Now, I purchased ours for $49.99 with free shipping. And I bought it from this seller off of eBay. We have used it a couple times because, like I said, there's already been snow on the ground here. We are in Missoula, and the mountains all around us had snow on the tops. There was snow in our yard yesterday. Hail. Like I said, we've already had snow a couple times, and it's only October 15th, so we will be using this during the winter. Now, hopefully, I get a better picture than what this camera normally does. Alright, let me set this camera down, and I'll unzip this and I'll show you what it's all about. Here we go. I hope you can see that. There's a pair of my girlfriend's blue jeans there. A pair of mine there. She has sweats, 2 pair. I don't know what these are. Pajama bottoms. These are some kind of capris or something. And she has another pair of blue jeans here. I hope you can see that, since I have the blue jeans. Actually, let me see if I can open this door and make it a little bit brighter in here. We are in a small studio, so this is quite a bit of clothes in this. Normally, I wouldn't put so many clothes in here. The least amount of clothes you have, the quicker this will dry. It has 6 holes on the top for the heat to get out, and they're pretty good sized holes. I can stick my finger in them. Alright, so let's zip this up. You do have to put this together. Like I said, it's not that hard to do. There we go. All 3 zippers, you have 1 long zipper from the bottom to the top, and then 2 across the sides. They all zip together in the middle. Has a little covering over it. Now this came with a remote, which I actually have right here. I don't know if you can see. There we go. The heater on the bottom. Now here's the remote. Has on and off 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, and 5 hours. If you're washing any type of jeans, pants, anything, I'd put that on 5 hours to dry, and you'll probably have to restart this at least another hour to 2 hours at least. Alright, hit the power button, and that's automatically on 180, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit 2 hours. Well, it's on 180. You have to be really quick with this remote. As soon as you hit start, you got to hit how many hours you want it on. 1, 2, 3, or 5. Because if you don't, it automatically starts at 180, an hour and 80 minutes, or 180 minutes, whatever it is. And you can see it's all puffed up. That's from that heater down there. And like I said, if you need a cheap dryer, especially during winter, if you have a small place like we have, these things are really lightweight. They have wheels on the bottom, so you can move them around. You can take them apart. But once you get these things together, they're pretty tough to pull apart. Like I said, it has 4 wheels. It has 2 locks, on a lock on 2 of the wheels. Now, for somebody who has a small place or an apartment where you can't have a dryer, or you're renting and there's no place for a dryer, this will work. But like I said, do not listen to the reviews online where they're saying it'll only take 2 hours or 45 minutes or 3 hours. It does depend on how many clothes you put in there. This will be the 3rd time we've used this, and the first time it took over 6 hours, and it was not a large load of clothes. You can tell, we have a portable washer here. I've done a review on it before on YouTube. But remember, this is the 1000 watt motor, the 1000 watt heater. You can get them up, I believe, to 1200 watts. But the 1000 watt will dry your clothes. And it is a whole lot quicker using this than hanging your clothes in the bathroom and trying to use a heater to dry them with, because this is enclosed. It looks like a giant balloon. And they do make these where they're round, but we did get the rectangle one. And like I said, for $50, it will come in very handy during the winter. If you have a place to put it, like in a closet or a garage, utility room, somewhere when you're not using it, it's very, very lightweight, very easy to put together, and it does work. But it does take hours, and I'm serious, hours to dry your clothes. So if you have to have something in an hour or so and you don't have a dryer, take it to a laundromat, throw it in the dryer, because this will not dry your stuff in an hour. This will not dry your stuff in 2 hours, unless maybe you have thin socks or underwear or something extremely thin. It may do in 2 hours. But if you're drying pants, jeans, anything with some weight to it, this thing is going to take literally all day long. So, is it worth it? Yes, if you don't have a dryer or are worried about going out in winter to find a dryer, or if you have a small place and a small washer like we have, this is definitely worth the price of $50. And like I said, I ordered this off eBay. It was free shipping. I had this thing together in 10 minutes. So this is my review on this. I wanted to share my thoughts with this because I have, like I said, I've seen things even on YouTube where they're talking about how quick these things dry. They do not dry that quickly. I mean, they absolutely do not. Basically, it just pushes up warm air, it fills up the bag, and then some of the warm air escapes out the top through these holes. I mean, I can feel warm air from here, but barely. So this is my review on this. It's our brand new $50 clothes dryer. And like I said, if you don't have a 220 plug or the money, one of the reasons we purchased this was the money. Buying a small 110 dryer can cost hundreds of dollars, literally hundreds, $600, $700, $800 just for a little bitty dryer that will dry blue jeans. Now you can find dryers cheaper, but they're extremely small. They don't dry blue jeans. They don't recommend you even put blue jeans in them. This, you can hang blue jeans up. It's just basically a bunch of bars. It's 1, 2, 3 bars at the top, and you hang your clothes on the center bar. Like I said, you can fit quite a bit in here. But the more you put in, the longer it takes. This video is getting extremely long. I apologize. But I wanted to give you a good review on these because, and they are quite big. It's like 5 feet tall. Um, 2.5 feet, I believe, 2.5 feet wide, 2 to 2.5 feet wide, 1.5 feet deep, something like that, in feet. So clothes will fit in it, and you can see it is working because the bag puffs up. Now when the timer goes off, the dryer itself down there on the bottom, the heater shuts down. The fan does spin for about another 2 to 5 minutes, cooling off the heater part. When we purchased this, we paid $49.99 for this, and we paid $7.99 for a 3-year extended warranty. So that's $58 for a clothes dryer that will dry our clothes during the winter, and a 3-year warranty on it, extended. So I think we got a pretty good deal. It does work. It just, remember, these things take forever. If you want to get one of these, that's your choice. It runs off a 110, a regular plug. But don't expect to just throw clothes in there and have it dry immediately. These things take all day long. So is it worth it if you don't have a dryer or have access to a dryer like in winter, or if you're really far out of town, or if you just don't have room for a dryer? I mean, this is pretty big. It's the width of a dryer, basically. It's not as deep, but it's pretty much as wide as a regular dryer. But it's so lightweight, it can be moved around basically anywhere. It can be taken apart and put back together. Like I said, they're really tight once you get the frame together. It's really tight, so it's hard to get the pieces off and on. But these do work. And for $50, if you need a dryer, look into one of these. Like I said, the motor we have, the heater we have, is a 1,000 watt. They do make them stronger, but those are more expensive. And yes, it does work. So if you buy one of these, expect an all-day drying. I mean, literally all day. Alright, this is my review on this. We do like the dryer, and it will definitely come in handy this winter. But this is my review on our new dryer, and I hope if you're thinking about getting one of these, then this helps you make a wise choice on whether to or not. Like I said, it takes all day, but instead of running to the laundromat, or if you just don't have a place where you can hook up a dryer, then these do come in very handy. Like I said, we've already used this like 3 times. This makes number 3 since we've had it. And when you open this bag, I mean, heat just pours out. If I stop this and open it right now, just a massive amount of heat would come out of this thing, because all the heat, most of it's staying in the bag. But anyway, I apologize for the length of the video and the quality of this. I am using this little cheap camcorder from Walmart. It just really stinks. But I wanted to give you some information on this. Whether it's a good buy for you, that's up to you. For us, it's a good buy because we don't have to run to a washer, laundromat to dry our clothes. Winter's here, basically. So we can't hang our clothes outside. And this is a safe way to dry your clothes. It does have a timer on it. The timer will shut off after so many minutes, so you don't have to worry about it. But you will have to keep restarting it, trust me. Anyway, I hope this helps you out on the decision on whether you want one of these or not. Alright, everybody, have a good day.